It is again another week, and as usual on my channel Aviation Info, we always bring to you latest updates every week with regards to what is happening in the African aviation sector in our episode titled Weekly Dose of African Aviation. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Weekly Dose of African Aviation. After our research, we shall bring you information from Asky Airlines, we shall bring you info from Air Tanzania, we shall talk about South African Express, we shall talk equally about Ethiopian Airways, we shall talk about a new airline in Nigeria, Fly Value Jet. Equally, we shall talk about Kenya Airways, we shall talk about Air Mauritius, and many more. Meanwhile, are you still new to Aviation Info? Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified first when I upload any content. And also, if you've missed our previous editions on Weekly Dose of African Aviation, you can click on the link to watch what has been happening in the African aviation sector. And right now, moving to the updates, let's start with Asky Airlines. Asky Airlines is a private multi-international passenger airline serving West and Central African countries with its head office in Lomé, Togo. The airline is a partner of Ethiopian Airlines since 2017. Asky Airlines adds Sao Tome to one of its routes. Sao Tome is a least air-served country in Africa. Currently, the island of Sao Tome is connected only to two African capitals, Luanda and Accra. The departure of Gabonese AfriJet business service at the beginning of the year has further exacerbated the isolation of the country, the situation that Asky Airlines should address soon. Air Tanzania plans to start flights to Burundi in the first quarter of 2023. Air Tanzania aims to build a strong network within Africa as a prelude to its expansion into West Africa. The company is working to establish air connections between Tanzania and all of its bordering countries. And from Air Tanzania, now moving to Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's first airline, Ethiopian Airlines secured 3 767 cargo aircrafts. Ethiopian Airlines has signed an agreement with Titan Aircraft Investment Company to acquire on dry lease 3 Boeing 767-300 to be converted to cargo aircrafts. And another new startup airline in Nigeria, Fly Value Jet received its third CRJ 900. Established in 2018, ValueJet has so far operated as a virtual company, including flights in collaboration with other Nigerian domestic carriers. The airline is now awaiting the release of its own CTA, which is expected to intervene shortly as demo flights and regulatory compliance continues. And right now, moving to East Africa, let's talk about Kenya Airways. A passenger died while boarding Kenya's Airways flight KQ612 from Nairobi to Mombasa after developing breathing issues. This happened on September 14, 2022, the airline confirmed in a tweet post. The passenger was pronounced dead by medical personnel at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport while the aircraft was still on ground. The first case of a passenger found dead on board Kenya Airways happened on the 23rd of August 2022 on board KQ003 from JFK to Nairobi. This actually led to a diversion of the flight to Casablanca in Morocco. Now moving to TAG Angola. TAG Angola received 6 Airbus 220-300 to be delivered in 2023. Since the arrival of the new executive last year, TAG Angola Airlines has initiated the reconstitution and expansion of its network despite the health crisis. Focused on new strategies and orientations, the company plans to expand next year by acquiring 6 Airbus 220s. And moving to South Africa, Air Mauritius returned to Cape Town, South Africa. South Africa constitutes a major market niche for the Mauritian tourism sector. Since the lifting up of travel restrictions between the two countries at the end of 2021, the demand of tourism has been high and the airline wants to meet up with these demands. And still in South Africa, SA Express officially dissolved after 28 years of existence. SA Express was placed on provisional management on the 6th of February 2020. Lack of financial backup from the state, the regional subsidiary of South African Airways went into provisional liquidation on the 28th of the same year. Attempts to recover had since been initiated. Meanwhile, this has been all we brought to you on this week's edition of Weekly Dose of African Aviation. If you're still new on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and kindly give us a thumb up for this video. Meanwhile, in the comment section, let us know what you think. Thank you.